Yeah, the problem with the red Solo cups and the alcohol is it can lead to the freshman 15. And that is what we are talking about right now with Dr. Suneil Jain. Doctor, what can we do? How does the freshman 15 happen, and how can we stop it?
Well, you know, you get to you leave the house and you get back into college and you just kind of let go. You know, you don't have your routine is messed up. You're stressed out. You are introduced to all these new social functions, and you know, the last thing on your mind is taking care of your health. Right,
and you're exposed to pizza and you know, Hot Pockets and things like that. So what should people be eating instead?
Well, you know, I think that in general, I think today's kids that are entering college are a little bit more health conscious than before. So, you know, it's all about being prepared. And I really think that you can avoid those, you know, that traditional freshman 15 pounds if you just prepare ahead of time. I think from an exercise standpoint, you know, you get your daily routine in. If you walk, you know, instead of riding the bus, walk as much as you can, get your steps in.
Sure.
And then prepare ahead of time. You know, there's so many different types of snacks and beverages that you can actually pack ahead and keep on you so that you don't have to turn to, you know, the cafeteria food or some of those indulgences. And no one said you can't do that, but, you know, if you control it most of the time.
So you said beverages, right? So, I mean, one of the bad ones I think you mentioned is coffee, right? Because it can mess with your sleep schedule potentially. And
yeah, you know, people in college.
Soda.
Yeah, soda's definitely, you know, you get caffeine, but you get all that sugar too. And coffee, some of those caffeinated coffee drinks are really high in sugar. And so they really cause blood sugar crashes, problems with the sleep, obviously with the caffeine. But then there's times when you have to stay up. You know, you're studying for a test or you have a paper due or whatnot. And so that's where, like, you know, I kind of made it really broad where you can actually use a few supplementation to help protect your body from the stress. You can consume foods that are lower in sugar that are still tasty to avoid those crashes.
Can we come back out? Because I want to show you have some drink options here. What do you recommend instead?
So, you know, we've got different types of water here. If someone is really wanting something more for a flavor, then you've got some flavored waters here that have that aren't really, they have no sugar in it. They just have essence of like a fruit or whatnot. We've got some coconut water here. And now green juices you can find almost anywhere. We've also got some like nut milks, which are non-dairy milks that you can also find some with no sugar. And that's actually got protein and a little bit of good fat in there to help give you some substance so that you're not leaving, getting into class and, you know, you're just wanting to eat something. And then right after class is over, you go to the cafeteria and then hoard on bad food.
Right. And then the other one is you got to stay active, right?
Absolutely.
And you have to have the right food to stay active, I suppose. So you have the right energy.
Yeah, absolutely. So the number one thing I think is the sugar. The overconsumption of sugar is what causes these crashes and the mind to just not be focused, scatterbrained. So really, if you want to fine-tune not only your weight, but then your academic performance, you know, you want to stick to foods that are low in sugar, good quality protein, good quality fat, and you do need carbohydrates. And it's, you know, it's really interesting. I found some of these boxes at some local stores here. You can actually grow your own mushrooms and your own basil out of a can inside your dorm room, you know, and so you actually can have live food ready, available. And mushrooms are great because they're very high in vitamin D and can really help not only with your immune system, but helping you just kind of keep satiated so you don't turn to those bad foods.
Right, and you know, out front, just quickly, just a couple of quick snack foods that have high protein, right, like that good kind of energy that can really
Almonds are fantastic for that. You know, I've got some cashews here, but you know, you've got different types of even nut bars. We've got an example here that's got some protein in there. This is really interesting. It's just a packet of oatmeal with walnuts and bananas, and you literally just drop it in hot water, and you've got an entire meal right there. Little packets of like hazelnut butter, almond butter, different types of bars. You know, a little box right here with falafel balls with some hummus in there. You know, really easy. We got this.
So
chia pod.
There are snack options out there that are quick, that are easy, that you can grab them and go, but they have the kind of right energy, that's not going to make you crash later on in the day.
Oh, absolutely. You know, at my office at Rejuvena, we really stress the importance of eating a healthy diet in order to maintain performance all over across the board. And when you can fuel your body with these types of foods, then it's going to take you further.
Right.
And you know, and it's not something that you have to worry about. Can I get it in a grocery store or whatnot? Most grocery stores are starting to carry this stuff, but you can actually order it online. You know, Amazon's got most of the stuff.
It's easy. Yeah,
no excuses.
You can avoid the freshman 15. Thank you so much, Dr.
Sure,
Suneil.
thank you.
I appreciate it. We've got more Good Morning Arizona coming up.